Hello, my name is Euphrates and I'm an expert fitter and tight lacing liaison at Dark Garden Unique Corsetry. Today I will show you how to relace your corset. If it's been laced in a way you don't like, or you want to change the color of ribbon, or maybe they're getting a little old and you'd just like to replace it with nice fresh ribbon, this is how you can relace your corset. So some things you'll need is your corset, a couple pieces of different colored ribbon so you can see where to stop for the middle waist loops, and a lighter so that your ribbon doesn't fray at the end. So the first thing we do is we count the number of grommets on one side of the corset. So on this corset it has 17 grommets on one side, and the way we know how much ribbon to cut for the corset is you take half as many grommets, and that's the number of yardage for the ribbon. So 17 grommets is 8.5 yards of ribbon. So if you come over to the ribbon station, this is a yardstick, and as you can see, the length from my fingertips to about my shoulder on the other side is 1 yard. So if you do that to yourself, or you just take that general rule, you'll know that that's basically a yard. So 8.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half. So you cut the ribbon at an angle so it's easy to go in and out of the grommets. And you find the bite of the ribbon, which is the moment exactly in half, by placing the ends of the ribbon together and then finding the middle. Now we go back over to our corset. And I'm relacing this corset because it was laced top to bottom in a way that I don't like. So I'm going to relace it in the Dark Garden way, which makes it very easy to get in and out. And we can set that aside for a different project. And with your other pieces of contrasting ribbon, you find the waist tape. The waist tape in this corset, it's not visible, and some corsets it will be. It's a piece of strong twill tape or fabric that is in the middle of the corset. You can kind of see an outline of it there. It becomes invisible when it's worn, and it keeps the middle of the corset very sturdy and keeps it from stretching. So you want to put this contrasting ribbon at a point at the waist tape so that you know when to stop lacing for the middle loops, the part that you pull on to put on your corset. And you make sure that it's on the same symmetrical point on the other side. If you just want to give a close-up of this here. Yep. Okay. So now you have the bite of your ribbon, which is the middle part. Now you go to the ends here. It'll seem like a lot of unruly ribbon at first, but that's kind of what corset lacing is all about, turning chaos into order. So you put the ends of your nicely cut pointy ribbon in from underneath the grommets and pull them at the same time to get it right at the bite. There we go. And now what we'll do is we'll take the right side and pull it over and under to the left side from underneath. And now we'll take the top one on the left side, and it should go over the existing cross ribbon and put it underneath to the right side. So it makes a nice first X there. Okay, and now we take that very same ribbon the one on the right side, and again we put it under to the left side. And again, the top one on the left side under to the right side. Take again that ribbon on the right side, over to the left side, the top one on the left side over to the right side. And now it's important when you're doing this to make sure that your method is consistent so that you're making consistent X's with the right X on top. Okay, so now we've gotten down to where we have our contrasting ribbon. This will be where the middle waist loops are. So what we do now is we take our right side ribbon and we skip the first grommet that we had the contrasting ribbon in, and we put it in the second grommet. So you want to skip a grommet like that, and then loop it back around on top and put it in the top grommet. And that creates the loop that you can pull on like a finger pull to put on the corset. And now you do that on the opposite side. So you put it in the bottom grommet first, and then the top to make your finger pull loop. Don't tighten it all the way so you know what it is. And there you have those nice double crossing over X's that create that nice bit of support on your back that we all love about wearing corsets. Okay, so now under the waist tape, it's a little bit different. Instead of coming under and over like the top, you come from above and go under. So at this point, you've taken the left side ribbon from the top of the loop and put it in the right side from the top going under. And on this side, from the top loop, top half of the loop on the right side, going in from the bottom on the left side, like that. Okay. So again, just like on top, the right side goes in first. And then the left side. And then the right side. right side, and then the final one on the left side. Okay, and so now the last step is to get your ends of the ribbon together and tie them in a knot. Just a simple over knot, and pull them very tight. You can make sure the knot is very strong by pulling them from the bottom, pulling the ribbon apart like that, and then pulling it from the top, making sure the knot is kind of noosing in on itself. And then you can clip the ends with a pair of scissors to be about 1/4 inch long, and take a lighter and gently singe the end of your polyester ribbon. If you're lacing for some reason with cotton ribbon, please don't do this. You'll start a fire. And yeah, that's about it. And then you have a lovely relaced corset. You can get the laces all nice and even by working this slack at the bottom back up to the middle loops. Looks pretty good to me.